Thank you for tuning in to Hockey East. I'm Elizabeth Thomas here at the Tsongas Center at UMass-Lowell, where we got to speak to one of the Riverhawks' top returning scorers from last season, and Scott Wilson. Why did you choose UMass-Lowell to come and play hockey here?
First off, I decided to play in the OJHL. A couple options to go to the OHL, but I think I really want to get my degree. And I was kind of a smaller kid growing up, so I really needed 4 years to develop. So once I started playing for Georgetown Raiders in the OJHL, UMass-Lowell was one of the first kind of teams that talked to me. And I was impressed with their program, and they're obviously a great facility here, downstairs and the ice. But when I first came here, I was kind of sold on it right away, and they gave me an offer, and I took it for sure.
How did you get into hockey?
Actually, that's kind of a funny story. I was 2 years old when my sister was born, and I guess one of my relatives suggested to my parents that for her being born, she gave me a present. I don't know how that works, but she gave me a pair of skates, or my parents gave me a pair of skates, I guess, and I strapped them on right away, started walking around the hospital, and in the next couple of weeks I was on the ice with my parents trying to skate, and I kind of figured it out from there.
What's it like being here at UMass-Lowell, where it's kind of been an underdog blue-collar program, but with winning the Hockey East championship last year and going on to the Frozen Four, what's it like now?
You know, there's not a better feeling than being the underdog, especially the last 2 years. We've been the underdog coming in, and we've had great seasons. I think it's all about just working hard, and for us to all kind of come together as a team, kind of starting from the bottom. It's been great to get those championships, and I think we got to give it to our coaches and just all the guys kind of around the rink that support us and our students and everything. It's meant a whole lot, and we're excited to do that again this year.
Do you remember your first collegiate goal?
I do, actually. I remember the amazing call by Bob Ellis on the radio after, but it was in BC, and I can't remember who took the shot from the point, but it kind of hit the goalie in the chest, and I was just going to the net kind of in the right spot at the right time. And I didn't get all of it either. I just kind of went over his pad, kind of low blocker, and it was definitely a big relief to get that one for sure.
What was the experience like of going to the Frozen Four for the first time in school history, but for the first time of anyone on your team?
Yeah, that meant a lot too. Like you said before, kind of coming from the bottom. We've worked really hard to get there, and I think last year was kind of it was a big deal for us, and it meant a lot. So when we get there, and being in Pittsburgh, it meant a lot to me too, and just the overall experience there. Pittsburgh's an unbelievable city, and I think it was well deserved from us here in Lowell.
Who was your favorite NHL player that you idolized growing up as a kid?
I think Gary Roberts, to be honest. When I was watching the Leafs in the playoffs and stuff, just the way he played, kind of intrigued me to play the game the way he did, really physical and stuff. So I'd have to say Gary Roberts. I've actually trained with him a little bit in the summers, which is kind of cool too. But yeah, I remember me and my dad watching him for years with the Leafs, and it was great.
What's your favorite Hockey East rink to go and visit and play against?
Ooh, I think, again, I've seen a couple of these. Everyone says Maine. I think Maine's unbelievable. Last year we were there for Christmas break, so there wasn't as many fans. But when we play BU, they always have great crowds too. That's a lot of fun. And when I play BU, I get to play against my old teammate Evan Rodriguez. So that's kind of special for us too.
What was the last movie that you went to go see in a movie theater?
God. Everyone makes fun of me. I don't watch movies at all, really.
What do you watch, like Netflix, anything?
Yeah, Breaking Bad's my go-to right now.
Okay.
I'm on just about to start the last season, so don't want anyone to spoil it for me right now.
Who has the best fashion sense on the team? Who always looks the sharpest off the ice?
I'd have to say my roommate, Brian Robbins. He always, on game days, he's the best looking guy for sure. Everyone goes to him for advice. He's got all the skinny suits and the nice shoes, so definitely Brian Robbins for sure.
He can dye a tie?
He can. He looks really, I can say that, he looks really good on game days.
All right, and who has the worst fashion sense? Who would you never ask for advice?
Jake Suter, for sure.
Why is that?
I think he still wears running shoes to the games.
Out of all the guys on your team, who's the best with the ladies?
I'm not going to say Dougie Carr because he's my roommate and he would want me to say it about him. I'd say my roommate last year, actually, Adam Chappie. He's pretty good.
If you weren't playing hockey, thanks to your sister, what other sport would you be playing?
Geez, she's a rugby star too out in Acadia, so I don't know. I might have to ask her for some lessons with regards to rugby. But I was always a big baseball. I played baseball a lot. You know, that was one of my favorite other sports to do. But you know, good thing I stuck with hockey. Just say that.
Pretty bad at baseball?
Yeah, I'm definitely better at hockey for sure.
All right. Thank you for watching, and a special thank you to Scott Wilson and head coach Norm Bazin. Check us out on HockeyEastOnline.com and our Twitter page and Facebook.